Alrighty, yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94, back with another reaction video. Today, we're going to react to Fox Kids, the lost era of the Saturday morning. Man, Fox Kids, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's everything. That's why he's the GOAT.
The GOAT. Fox Kids. When we talking about Fox Kids, we are talking about arguably the GOAT of Saturday morning cartoons. It's not even it's not even up for debate. Like, who was watching Disney shows like that? Nobody, really. Even though Disney did have some good shows, but it's like, nigga, when you have shows like Power Rangers, Pokemon, Spider-Man, Batman, Animaniacs, Tiny Toons. Come on, man. Come on, man. Let's not act like Fox Kids was not. Come on, and I forgot about X-Men. How could I forget about X-Men? Come on, Chief. We what are we talking about here? What are we talking about here, man? What are we talking about here when we talking about arguably one of the greatest? One of the greatest. Fucking, I can't really even describe it to y'all, bro. I'm just saying, though. Come on, man. Come on, man. Waking up on Saturday mornings and you just ready to see, you waiting to see, you going up and you seeing the Power Rangers whooping some ass. Spider-Man, come on, dog. Come on, man. Come on, man. Saturday mornings was litty, dog. Come on, man. Take me back. Come on, man. Take me back. Fox Kids, man. The greatest, in my personal opinion, the greatest Saturday morning cartoon block of all time, hands down.
That's what I'm talking about. That's why he's everything. That's why he's the GOAT.
Oh, man.
It is sometime in the 90s. and you're a kid with no worries and zero responsibilities.
Fact.
It's the weekend, but there is no way you will miss the Saturday morning cartoons by sleeping in late.
Not at
Mighty
all.
Morphin Power Rangers, Tiny Toon Adventures. Heck, I was almost ready to go on a field trip with Miss Frizzle on the Magic School Bus. You have an oversized
Magic School
bowl with
Bus on
soggy
NBC,
fruit
wasn't
pebbles
it?
in front of you and watch cartoons for hours, or until mom says party time is over. Life is good. Nostalgic, isn't it? For many that grew up in the 90s, Fox Kids was one of many places where you went for cartoons. Even after decades of it being gone, and us 90s kids all grown up, many people look back to their days of Fox Kids with immense fondness.
Facts.
Fox Kids gave us 90s babies a lifetime of memories in its short life. But because of a few business blunders that we'll dive into further in this video,
Ah,
Fox
yeah, the
Kids
Muppet
closed down in
Babies.
2002.
Oh,
And just like
man.
that, it was the end of an era for the kids that grew up in the 90s.
Pinky and the
Many people might not
Brain.
know this, but
Oh,
Fox Kids would have
shit.
probably not existed
Pinky and
if it
the
was not for a
Brain.
dispute
Pinky
between
and the
Disney
Brain.
and Fox founder Barry
Brain,
Diller.
brain,
And why
brain,
did this dispute
brain,
happen?
brain.
Because of DuckTales. Yep, you heard it right. Disney and Barry Diller got into a dispute because of DuckTales. Initially, Fox aired DuckTales. Disney purchased an independent television station, KHJ-TV, in Los Angeles in 1988. It changed the name of the television station to KCAL-TV the next year, and wanted to air DuckTales on its channel. Barry Diller was furious, and decided that if Disney would air DuckTales, Fox would have its own kids division. So on September 8th of 1990, Fox Kids was born. Fox Kids had a different scheduling program than the Big Three. Initially, it aired for half an hour on weekdays and 3 hours on Saturdays, but the popularity exploded, and in 1991, this changed, and the time was increased from 30 minutes to 90 minutes on weekdays and 4 hours on Saturdays. Fox Kids strived to make things interesting and fun for their audience, which probably contributed to their high ratings. They not only had amazing shows like the Looney Tunes Tasmanian Devil, but also put effort into advertising bumpers and after-show advertising. Their after-show advertising became so popular that even cable channels like Disney and Cartoon Network adopted it. What they did was, rather than the advertisements being about some other show on the network, they made the ad about the shows on Fox Kids. That too with the voice of characters from the shows themselves. This made the kids more excited and hyped about the shows. You do not need much to get a kid hyped. Show us a bumper of a pair of couch potato aliens watching TV, and that will do. Simple times. Besides the bumpers, super creative after-show advertising, and their amazing lineup, another thing that drew in viewers was their innovative Fox Kids Club. This was their way of staying engaged with their viewers. It was like a magazine you subscribed to, and in turn got some fun games, news about the shows, and even trivia related to the shows. What was more interesting was that it was a little more customized. Every Fox affiliate had its own version of the club that targeted the viewers of a particular area. They each had their own host and events tailored for them. These included library reading competitions, birthday clubs, and even activities at the local fairs and events. All this gave the kids a sense of community, and being a member of the club made them feel like they were a part of something. Fox Kids had a short lifespan, and it never stayed long enough to become a traditional media. This came with pros and cons. Not being a traditional media meant that they could do things their own way and experiment along the way. They did not have to follow the same standards as the Big Three, but because of not having the footings of traditional media in the market, their scheduling was never certain. The promotions for the shows were aired during the commercial breaks, but the time slots were never mentioned. This forced the viewers to check their local Fox listing, like their TV guide or newspaper, to search for the airtime of the shows. Another reason why the kids loved Fox Kids so much was because of the production value of the shows. They were simply top-notch, being that it was animated by Warner Bros. If you know anything about animations, you know it doesn't get better than that. The $100 million deal was signed in May 1991. This deal made Fox Kids the one-stop shop for cartoons. It literally had everything. Warner Bros. Animation also moved all of their existing programs to Fox Kids, and if there were any new shows, it would be aired on Fox Kids. These included huge hits like Batman the Animated Series and Animaniacs. Batman was probably one of the first cartoons that had mature storytelling and world building, with dark characters like Joker, whose twisted personality was explored in the background, and unforgettable voice actors. Its appeal was not just limited to kids, and who can forget Power Rangers? Fox Kids pioneered the style, and in a way created a whole new subgenre. It became the division's most famous and one of the highest rated shows. So much so that Fox Kids became synonymous with Power Rangers, and at one point, Fox Kids used Power Rangers in almost all of their promotions. They seemed unstoppable, especially due to Warner Bros. Backing it. But this exclusive deal with and reliance on Warner Bros. Was about to backfire in a spectacular way. But for now, Fox Kids was amazing. They came up with so many innovative ideas to keep kids engaged. Anyone here remember the Fox Kids Countdown? It was a radio show where characters from their shows would interact with listeners, counting down the most popular songs of the week. The channel also pioneered the use of website interactivity, launching the Fox Kids website in 1996, one of the first children's networks to do so. Here, kids could play games, download wallpapers and screensavers featuring their favorite characters, and even participate in online polls about their favorite shows. This was also a time when Fox Kids wanted to expand worldwide and merge with Saban Inc., creating a new company called Fox Kids Worldwide. This was later renamed to Fox Family Worldwide. However, this is also where things began to go wrong for the Fox Kids network. In the mid-90s, the television landscape began shifting. Realizing how profitable kids' TV was, companies started to invest a lot into it. Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network in particular were on the rise, offering a ton of exciting shows that competed directly with Fox Kids. Additionally, the internet was slowly starting to take off, and kids were starting to spend more time online by the late 90s. This was slowly eating up the market share, but it wasn't too bad. Sure, new channels were getting popular, but it still had the most popular shows and best animation thanks to Warner Bros. This didn't last long though. Warner Bros. Saw the money in kids shows and realized it could do everything on its own. It launched Kids WB in 1995, and that stuck a dagger in the Fox Kids network. In an instant, Fox lost two of its greatest assets: great animation and popular shows.
Damn.
Remember how Warner Bros. Aired its shows on Fox Kids? Well, they took all the shows with them. Popular TV shows like Bobby's World and Animaniacs were all gone, and the company didn't have the backing of Warner Bros. For animation anymore. Just when you thought it couldn't get any worse, just wait, there's more. To try and combat this, Fox Kids started to diversify their programming, incorporating more live-action series into their lineup.
Goosebumps.
Shows like Goosebumps and Erie, Indiana were introduced, which Fox hoped would appeal to the teen audience. But except for a few shows, it wasn't anything great. Fox simply didn't have the same appeal it did a few years back. The competition was fierce, and the changing media landscape made it difficult for them to keep up. While Fox Kids was struggling, Kids WB was exploding in popularity. It had all the popular shows and the best animation. In 1998, it overtook Fox Kids, but it was about to get worse. During this time, anime was starting to get popular in the US, but Fox didn't act on it. Kids WB decided to gamble and dubbed Pokemon in English. And we all know how that went. Pokemon was huge. Fox Kids missed the
Why you
anime
showing
train
Digimon,
and had
though?
one more chance to reestablish itself, but the problems didn't end there. In the same year, Congress passed a law called Children's Television Act to monitor the amount of educational content in children's television shows. It required that TV stations had to air at least 3 hours of educational content a day. Most of Fox Kids' content didn't comply with the regulations, and it had to abruptly introduce PBS series like Magic School Bus to the lineup. By 1999, Fox Family's views were down by 35% from its peak, and executives were skeptical about its success. The company finally pulled the plug, and in 2002, Fox Family Worldwide, the parent company of Fox Kids, was sold to the Walt Disney Company. The sale included the Fox Family Channel, which was renamed ABC Family, and the rights to the Saban Entertainment Library, which included shows like Power Rangers.
Damn.
However, it did not include the Fox Kids Network morning and afternoon time slots, which Fox chose to keep. Instead of continuing with Fox Kids,
They went with
Fox
4
decided to
Kids.
lease out their children's programming block to 4Kids Entertainment, but it was never as successful as Fox Kids. Fox Kids managed to leave such a great impact in its short lifespan. It introduced Power Rangers to the Western audience, which became somewhat of a genre itself. The Batman animated series was one of the first cartoons that explored the twisted and dark personalities of characters like Joker in the background while making it equally entertaining for kids. And who can forget shows like Spider-Man and X-Men? Seeing the resemblance of its style in anime and cartoons even to this day is very nostalgic, and shows just how influential it was for modern animators and writers. Its downfall was somewhat a business blunder though. Both its competitive advantage of great animation and most popular show was thanks to Warner Bros., and its downfall started as soon as Warner Bros. Realized how profitable it would be to do everything in-house. So what do you think about Fox Kids? Did you watch these shows as they aired? Or are you like most of us who saw its recorded versions? Comment that down below, and don't forget...
Man, Fox Kids. So then what thing I gotta say about Fox Kids? That motherfucking Power Rangers. I never forget that motherfucking episode when Tommy was the Green Ranger and he was evil. And he went in their Zord and beat their ass and kicked them out their sword. then destroyed their Zord, came back down, and whooped their ass again. Nigga, I was losing my motherfucking mind. I was like, no, the Power Rangers losing. I'll never forget that. That was the most goated Power Rangers episode of all time, bro. But Tommy was the evil Green Ranger. He whooped their ass, bro. I'll never forget that, bro. I'll never forget Spider-Man. That was my shit. X-Men was my shit. Batman was my shit. Animaniacs, Tiny Toons. I loved all them shows, bro. Fox Kids is the GOAT, bro. It's not even up for debate.